Okay, so today we are going to look at a new type of parser called a chart parser. Okay, in the last class we were looking at a top-down parser, right? In a top-down parser, we look at an example. Say, let us say we have a set of productions or a grammar like this. So, what do we do in order to find whether an input sentence, say the class is going on, maybe let us say we have a sentence like the class is going on. Okay, in order to find out whether it is part of this grammar, what we do in the case of a top-down parser is you start with the start symbol S and you replace it by the first production. Okay, start symbol followed by VP. Okay, or in the form of a tree, if you want to draw, you can say you have a noun phrase followed by a verb phrase. Start symbol is replaced by this. Now we try to see how we can replace the noun phrase and looking at the input. So the input has so it is an article. So you see that both of these productions can be used, which means in the case of a top-down parser, which we came across in the last class, what we said is we actually say one of the productions, and then when the first one does not work out, we backtrack and go back, right? So maybe we say this is an article followed by an adjective, noun, right? That is what we do. And if this does not work out, then you actually go back and go to the next production, maybe article followed by noun. Because since there is no adjective here, maybe this is the one which is more suitable in this case, which we don't know at the beginning. So basically, we go for productions like this, and we backtrack, and then we keep doing this. Okay, so in the case of a chart parser, what we do is instead of actually backtracking, what we do is we parallelly try to expand. That is, we maintain all the productions in a chart, okay, in a table or a chart. So at any point, all the productions, all the active productions are there inside the chart, and we are expanding all of them in parallel so that which one can be expanded at a point, and finally which one can be from start to the actual from start to the actual sentence. Okay, which one reaches faster, that is being considered. That is the whole idea of a chart parser. Okay, there is no backtracking involved, and all the productions are being entered on a chart. Okay, so that is a concept, and here we are going to look at a bottom-up chart parser. Top-down top-down parsers we have already seen an example. So today we are going to look at bottom-up parsing. Bottom-up parsing we know is actually the reverse of top-down parsing, right? In the case of top-down parsing, we start from the start symbol and then we keep deriving until we reach the input, the okay. In the case of bottom-up parsing, we start with this symbol and try to take the reverse process. We go up the tree. Okay, so that is a difference. So in the case of bottom-up parsing, you rewrite a word by its possible lexical categories. Then you replace a sequence of symbols that matches the right-hand side of a grammar rule by its left-hand side. Say, for example, you can say you came across the is actually an article. Okay, and then you have class as a noun. So the article followed by a noun is there on the right hand side, which can be replaced by a noun phrase, and so on, right? So until we reach the start symbol when we stop. That is the process. But this sort of method would be prohibitively expensive, since the parser would try to do the same matches again and again. And to avoid this, a chart parser has chosen to share the partial results of magic. That is, all the partial results are maintained on the chart. Okay. Before going into details, I think it will be better if we look at the example first. So basically what we do is we parallelly expand on the different parts, and the chart will contain all the parts. Okay, that is the idea of a chart parser. So this is the sentence we are trying to parse in the textbook. This is the example which is given. So the large can, okay, the large can hold the water. That is a sentence we are trying to parse, and this is a set of productions. And here we are assuming this is said to be something like a lexicon, or here the can be an article, large can be an adjective, can be any of these. That is the assumption. Hold can be a noun or a verb, and water also can be a noun or a verb. Okay, this is the information, or this is the input to our chart parser. Okay, now what we do is start with the, and it is an article, right? So, so we are starting with this symbol, which is an article. That is already given as input to us. Okay, this is an article. Now, what we do is when we come across an article, we look at which of these productions start with an article. Okay, that is which of these productions. So we have two productions which start with an article. So once you consume this, or your parsing machine consumes this, basically you can move. So your input is pointing here, right, at the starting, at the beginning, and after eating up this, or after consuming this, your pointer can move to this point. So that is the sort of information which we maintain. Okay, so art 1 is placed on agenda, and productions 2 and 3 are added as active arcs. Now, these are the 2 and 3 are the arcs which are matching, and they are said to be what are known as active arcs. Okay, and this art 1 is article, the first article we come across in the input, and that is what we do is we add it to what is known as an agenda, or you draw a box, and you say art 1 is placed here, and we were at a point 1 in the input, and we can move to point 2, and in moving from point 1 to point 2, what we do is you can add the active arcs. Noun phrase is article followed by adjective noun. That was our production number 2. Now the input now can point here. This dot actually stands for the next thing to be processed is adjective, because we have already processed an article called the. Okay, so these two are also added to our chart. And how our chart looks like, we will see. Okay, the is our first input. One second. Okay, the is our first input, right? And so we draw a box like this. Okay, this figure is after several things which I got from the textbook. So what we do is we start with article 1, which we have consumed, and corresponding to that, we have taken these two productions. These two productions are 2 and 3 in our set, and in that we are saying article has been consumed. From now on, this dot actually represents in the next phase, or the next when the next input is consumed by our parser, it is from this point onwards that we need to parse. Okay. Now what is next? So article, we have drawn this part of the table is known as the agenda. Okay. This is what we called an agenda part. And in the agenda, initially we do not have anything, but after we parse we will add this box with article 1 there. Okay. So the red part is the only thing which is there. And also this is also there. Now we are going to the followed by a large. Right. Now when we come across large we know is an adjective, because that information is given as input. Large is an adjective. Okay. Is there any right hand side of the production which starts with an adjective? So we have this. So we can add this now as an active arc. Okay. Okay. So what we do is, look, large is there. And it is an adjective. So in the agenda part, we actually add this. And then corresponding to large, we are saying NP gives adjective followed by noun. With, again, the pointer is pointing here because we have already consumed an adjective. And next thing we expect is a noun. That is what the production says. Okay. Now this can be added, and at the same time, we also see whether among the currently active arcs, these two are currently active arcs, is it possible that we can actually consume large and then is there any production which has something like this? That is, your pointer is pointing here now. So if you look at this production, it has an adjective here. So if we consume this adjective, we can say what we can say is you can talk like this. That is, NP is an article followed by an adjective, and next thing it expects is a noun. And this production actually spans from this point to this point. Correct? Alle? Okay. That is, first of all, we came across an article and then we came across an adjective. And what we expect according to this production, we are expecting a noun. This is one possible path. We said in the case of chart parser, we try to take different paths, right? Another possible way of interpreting this is we have these in parallel at the same time. We are also considering this as another parallel path. Okay, now we move on to the next input, which is, so we have taken the and large, right? Now next input is can. Now what is can? Can be either a noun, which is a can, a tin can we say, right? Can, or an auxiliary verb. I can do something. Can followed by do is the actual verb. Can be treated as an auxiliary verb, or it can be a verb also. Why don't we can be a fish, which means you're trying to put the fish into a can, right? So it can be any of these. So which means in order to for this particular word, in order to properly parse it, we have to look at the all the productions with any of these what categories in it. Okay, POS tags in it. So if we look at a noun, is there a production that starts with a noun? No. Right. Is there a production starts with an auxiliary verb? Yes. So this has to be added. Okay, as an active production. And is there one which starts as a verb? Yes, we have here also. So these two productions will be added as active arcs, and then we'll check whether we can extend a previous production also. So corresponding to can, okay, okay, we came across can, and can be either a verb first verb we are ever processing till now, an auxiliary verb, or a noun. So N1, auxiliary 1 and V1 have been added to the agenda. And now we said these two have to be added, right? We said when can, what are the productions we have to add? Corresponding to two verb phrases, right? So we are adding verb phrase gives an auxiliary verb, which is our can. Next, we are expecting another verb phrase. The input will be here. In next point, next നമ്മൾ read ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ input read ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ. And here another thing is verb phrase can be a verb followed by another noun phrase. So we add this. And apart from that, we also see when the previous active arcs can be extended. Okay, so we will look at whether when we are considering it as a verb, is there any point where you can consider it as a verb? No, because here it is expecting a noun, here it is expecting a noun, right? You don't consider these because only these active arcs can be considered, because after this point ഏത് വരുന്നു, ഇതിൻ്റെ ഇടയിൽ നമുക്കൊരു ഗ്യാപ്പ് ഉണ്ട്, ഒരു ഗ്യാപ്പ് ഇൻ വേർഡ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ളത് നമുക്ക് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല. We can look at these two. Okay, so verb എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ this cannot be done. Auxiliary also this cannot be done because these two productions actually expect a noun. So when can is a noun, okay, when can is a noun, that can be considered, and this noun phrase can actually point to not here but here, right? Okay, but this is actually extendable. Okay, but it extend either, which means now it has been completed. So this is a noun phrase has been completed. Now what you do is you can add uh, so this that is adjective followed by noun, that is large followed by can. This can be treated as a single noun phrase, and you are adding it here. Noun phrase 2. Okay, noun phrase either we'll come back to that later. But here we are considering noun phrase 2, which will be added to the agenda. That is, when you are completing this, you will add this noun phrase to the agenda. Okay. Now what happens? Okay. Now, noun phrase, when noun phrase is added to the agenda, we are looking at whether there is, uh, whether there is, whether it is possible. Okay, so now we have added this noun phrase here. NP2 has been added to the agenda, which means we have processed the noun phrase. Right, noun phrase has been processed. Now, if you look at the productions, if you look at any productions, extending an production means if you look at this production, look, a noun phrase has been processed, so which and now your input can be pointing here. Now this production can be added because this becomes an active arc because we have a processed a noun phrase. ഇനി നമുക്ക് വേണമെങ്കിൽ ഒരു verb phrase കൂടെ കിട്ടിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ we will have this we will process this. അപ്പൊ ഇത് പ്രോസസ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതിന്റെ അർത്ഥം നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞത് when we have um, what do you say when in case of uh, bottom up parser whenever we come across a right hand side which has this total completed, then you can replace with a start symbol. So when you replace with a start symbol means we have started from the actual sentence and we have reached the start symbol, which means we've correctly parsed it. That is what we are trying to do. Okay, so here what we do is since a noun phrase has been added, now we can add it to the active arcs. Okay, and this active arc span from ഈ നോൺ ഫ്രേസിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ ആഡ് ചെയ്തത്. അപ്പൊ ഇവിടുന്ന് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ഇത്രയും വരെ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ what we have done is we have processed a noun phrase. Now our input pointer is pointing at this point, and in case in future if we come across a verb phrase, then we can replace it with a start symbol and then we can say we have successfully parsed. That is one option. So we are saying we are considering all the options in parallel. Now that is when we look at can as a noun and നമ്മൾ ഇത് മാത്രം can as a noun with this as the active arc. Now similarly can as a noun with this active arc can also be considered because if you look at this, this is the input point, which means this production is also expecting a noun here. Okay, so അപ്പോൾ ഈ noun കൂടെ consider ചെയ്ത് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ this becomes a complete noun phrase. Okay, so from the beginning we have come across a complete noun phrase. So now a noun phrase has been recognized. So when this noun phrase is recognized, we are actually adding NP1 to the agenda. Okay, ഇപ്പം ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിൽ ഇത് ആദ്യം പ്രോസസ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഇതിനെ NP1 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞത് and this is processed later and called NP2. Either way it is okay, the numbering is not significant. Okay, so now this particular production has been processed. So a noun phrase has been encountered. So what can we say? So a noun phrase has been encountered and you are expecting a verb phrase from start to, that is from 1 to 4, you can say this is an active arc. Okay. Similarly, you do for next input and you keep adding the full sentence until you are able to say, you are able to have a production which starts from here and the end of the end of the input and you have the start symbol in it. Okay. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ഇനി നെക്സ്റ്റ് എന്താന്ന് നോക്കാം. That is the large can we have already finished. What is the next thing? The large can hold the water. So next is also a can. Okay, so how do we do? Okay, we'll rub this. So the thought. Okay, so the agenda has now got this much. ഇത്രയും കഴിഞ്ഞു. ഇനി next the input has, we have covered this much, right? The large can is over. Now can hold the water has to be processed. So next thing we have to consider is can, the symbol called can, right? So here it is. So again, what do you do? Can be either a verb or an auxiliary verb or a noun. So we put those into our agenda. So it is the second verb we are encountering. Auxiliary again is the second one we are encountering, and second noun also. Okay, so we are adding this to the agenda like this. And what we do is next you take each one of them and you see whether you can add what active arcs, as well as you can extend the previous ones. Okay, so first we look at a verb. So since a verb is there, so if you look at this production, starting with a verb, you have got one production, so that has to be added. VP gives V followed by NP, right? So that has to be added here. From 4 to 5, VP gives V followed by, and now V has been processed. Can is treated as a verb, NP. Similarly, auxiliary to. So this production will also be there here. VP gives auxiliary followed by again a VP. Right, so auxiliary has also been taken. Okay, for each one of them, we also see whether you have an extension. Okay, that is also tried. But here, if you look at this has a VP here. So only when you recognize a whole VP that this can be extended. With a verb, you cannot do it. Similarly, auxiliary also there is nothing. And what about noun? Do you have a production with a noun? No. On the right hand side, there is no production which starts with a noun. So no active arcs can be added there. Uh, and there are no ones can be extended because none start with a noun here. Either you have to have a noun phrase or a verb phrase. Here also a verb phrase. Here also a verb phrase. And you cannot consider any of these because you have a gap here. Only those with N here you can consider. Okay, so these two are added now. Next, we will look at the next word is hold. Okay, next is 5 to 6 is, you have another word called hold. And hold can be, as we see here, hold can be a noun or a verb. Okay, so it is can be verb 3 and noun 3 also. So can we okay, we'll write it here. If it is a verb, then you can add this production, right? So VP gives verb followed by noun phrase. That is there. Noun, there is no nothing to extend and nothing to uh, add also. Okay, so this is our condition right now. Now what do we do? Let me see. Hold the water. So that is next. 6 to 7 is the. The is actually a there is actually an article. So you've got two productions which can be added. Article, right? So you call it art. There is an article here. So this is art 2. And corresponding to this, actually it has to come to the right. You can add two productions. What are they? These two productions, 2 and 3 can be added, right? So NP gives, actually this has to come to the right, but I'll write it here. NP gives, say, art followed by, art has been consumed, adjective followed by noun, or NP can be article followed by noun. Either way it is okay. Okay. Now what is the last one? Water. I don't know whether the next thing. Okay, we will draw here. That is better because okay. Here if you look at the next page, we have till hold we have got. So we have space for drawing the rest. Okay, after hold, what do we have? Hold the water, right? Okay, we will draw here. 6 to 7 is hold the. Okay, the comes here, 7, and then we have water is the final word, 8. So corresponding to the, we said we can add article art to, and we will active productions, we can add two active productions. What are those productions? We look from here. uh, these two, right? These two are the productions. NP gives art followed by it is NP gives art followed by adjective followed by noun, or NP gives article followed by noun. Either way it is okay. Okay, followed by noun. Now water. Water can be any, water can be a noun or a verb. That is what is given here. So water can be, so this has already been added. Now this can be uh, noun or a verb, right? So it is N4, can be N4 or V4. So corresponding to water, what can we add? So if it is a noun, okay, if it is a noun, we don't have any productions to add, but we can actually extend this. Look, here we are expecting a noun, right? So we can say from here to here, we have, since when it is, when noun is encountered, this article and noun will be consumed, and you have recognized a noun phrase, which means combining these two together, we can put a noun phrase NP3 here. Okay, so NP3 is put here. NP3 is put here. Now when NP3 is put here, we have come across an NP here, which means this we have that is, at this point we have a verb, and then we have a noun phrase, right? That can be replaced by a verb phrase. Okay, so we can have a verb phrase here, which is the verb, first verb phrase. So we'll put it VP1. Now, so at this point we have got a verb phrase. Okay, we have encountered an auxiliary verb, and then we have got a verb phrase, means this also can be replaced by another verb phrase. Look, okay, so look at this. So verb phrase 2. Okay, because we have an auxiliary already recognized. Then we have at the next level, we have come across a verb phrase here. So that too can be combined from another verb phrase. Now, when that is recognized, we see, if you look at this point, either this point we can look at a verb phrase and replace it with a verb phrase, or if you look at this, look, it is expecting a verb phrase. And when you add that verb phrase, what happens is you finally come across S, means we have actually recognized the whole sentence as valid. So this is one path. And similarly, you can have multiple paths. Okay. So this is the final. If you look at this, this is only the agenda part given. That is, the whole thing is recognized. Just like we said, we have article followed by N4 and V4 here. An article and N4 has been replaced with NP3. Look, like we said, NP3 and NP3 and NP3 is combined with this to actually form a verb phrase 1, and which is combined with the auxiliary part to form verb phrase 2, and this verb phrase and this noun phrase, these two can be combined to form the final S input. That is the that is what we talked about. Okay, which means it will recognize the whole phrase. That is, you have an agenda which actually covers the whole sentence. So finally we have come across the uh, that is, finally we have recognized the sentence. Okay, so basically what we do is we will take each one of these inputs, we'll replace it with an agenda, we will try to, then we'll try to add active productions based on looking at all the productions and seeing whether this particular category is there on the right hand side. If it is there on the right hand side, you can add it to the active arcs. Okay, an active arcs, and also you can add either active arcs or you can extend previous ones also, and that is using extension, and each time we recognize something you can add to the agenda. Okay, so that is how the algorithm works. And here do until this is the whole algorithm part. So the agenda is empty. Look up the interpretations of the next word in the input and add them to the agenda. So you take one word, add it to the agenda, select a constituent from the agenda, that is a current word, and for each rule in the grammar of this form, if you have the right hand side starts with that particular constituent or particular word category, then you are adding this as an active arc in it is in this form initially, and then you put this point here, that is you have already processed C, and that is done from position P1 to P2. Here positions we are giving, right, in the input we are giving position 1 to 2 and so on. Okay, that is what the position means. Now add C to the chart using the arc extension. Then after we have added all the active arcs, then we can go for the arc extension algorithm. That is what is given here. Okay, now when this constituency or that particular the agenda, you are adding this to the agenda. Now you look at whether there are any active arcs in the previous position. That is, we are adding at position P1 to P2, and in P0 to P1, is there an arc of this form? That is, ഈ C എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നമ്മളുടെ ഈ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഇൻപുട്ട് ആയിട്ട് എക്സ്പെക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടോ? അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ you can use the arc extension algorithm to add this as an active arc from position P0 to P2, not P0 to P1. Here we have already added something at P1 to P2, and this is our previous thing. So from P0 to P2, you keep adding. Okay. Now, in case we have an active arc of this form, that is, ഒരു ഈ പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ നോക്കിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ you are only adding ഈ സിയും കൂടെ ആഡ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ this x will be recognized. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള കേസസിൽ what you do is now you add x to the agenda itself. Okay, x to the agenda itself. Uh, then add new constituent of type x from P0 to P2. Okay, so basic idea, algorithm is clear alla, but basically what you do is you start at this position, you read one input, in the category you are adding to the agenda as article 1, and looking at the productions you can add the active arcs. Now read the next input. Again, you're putting the agenda here, and look and identify active arcs from the production set, and also you see whether any of the previous ones can be extended. So in this case you can extend this. Okay, so that is why we have this is the extended version in the case of this. Right, now either you keep doing this, and once you recognize that is, say in this case, if you recognize a noun, which means you have recognized a noun phrase. You have already recognized adjective in previous case, and here you have recognized a noun. So now noun phrase has been recognized. You can add this to the agenda, and then you see whether this noun phrase can be connected with the previous one. That is arc extension algorithm, which is whether you can use this noun phrase to combine with the previous one to form a larger one. So that is what, and finally you keep doing this until you have an agenda which spans the whole input and which recognizes S. That is where we stop. So this is the this is bottom up chart parsing algorithm.